What's going on, guys? I want to check out this Candace Owens clip where she's actually giving some criticism to one of the sister twins. Right? And I used to love that show when I was a kid. Let me turn this light on. It looked dark as hell. Keep forgetting I'm black. But yeah, the sister twin, she's been talking a little crazy. I think she left her husband for like one of the dumbest reasons on earth. So let's check this out. Candace Owens about to rip her to shreds. Don't forget to go and check out Candace Owens' channel and check the full podcast.
Some sort of a turning point. All right, guys, I want to get into this clip that I saw on the internet because I just thought it was really bad advice. Maybe it wasn't even meant to be advice, actually. Let me frame this so it's fair. It's Tia Lowry. You might remember her from Sista. I loved that show.
Is it Lori or is it Maury? I've always felt like it was Maury. Yeah, it's Maury. She got it wrong, I think. She just say Lori. It's Maury.
It's Tia Lowry. You might remember her.
Yeah. She even spelled it wrong. It's Maury. It's Maury. I knew I wasn't tripping because their little brother had a TV show called Smart Guy. I love that show. I use one of the memes, like one of the face memes that he did during one of the episodes, and somebody said something real stupid. But yeah, I think his name is Taj Mowry. All right, so that's the only reason why I know. Yeah, it's Maury. That's her from Sista.
I loved that show when I was growing up, and I loved the twins, and now they're grown up and they're married, and Tia Lowry was married, and then she got divorced. And so now it's become very fashionable, speaking of things that are antithetical to the Bible, for people to speak about their divorces in a way that feels empowering, like they're basically promoting divorce in a weird way. And I don't mean to use her to attack her personally, because she is just a symptom of a disease that is happening in our society. And I genuinely feel bad for her when I listen to this clip, but I'm going to allow you to listen to how she answered the question, how did you know?
Yeah, she actually spitting facts right now. It seems like divorce is like the goal for a lot of people, a lot of females nowadays too, right? They see what's going on out here on the internet sphere. Oh, they having hot girl summers. Maybe I need to have one of those. I missed mine. I need to go and live that Cardi B life. You ain't Cardi B.
That your marriage was over. And she was asked this by Hoda and Jenna of the Today Show. Take a listen.
I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to focus on everybody else's happiness, making sure that everybody else is okay. But at the end of the day, it's about self-love. And when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, know your worth, and
Me. What about your kids? Know your worth. You over there twerking on your Instagram and TikTok with your kid actually saying, yo, stop, you're embarrassing me. And you just keep going. And they dead serious. Yeah, you too focused on yourself to actually worry about your family, your husband, person who's actually a good husband to you.
Then all of a sudden there's this awakening. Wow. And it's not easy. It's a hard journey, but at the end of the day, I feel like it is so worth it.
Okay, a lot happening there. First and foremost, again, just trying to be kind here. Somebody's asking her.
I just smacked the heck out of my mic. Hold on, now I gotta see you, make sure it's still not messing up. We good.
Question about her divorce, and she is required to answer the question, I guess, in some capacity that feels good to her. What's also disturbing about this clip, though, is that it's being shared by an Instagram account called Divorce Empowered. Like, who is the person who decided to start an Instagram account entitled Divorce Empowered? Yeah, you should be empowered about your divorce. And this is why
that's disgusting. Divorce Empowered is nasty.
Sharing the clip because this is her viewpoint, that she started taking care of herself. And she says at the end of...
You rewarding failure. You failed, right? The point of marriage is for it to last forever. You over there celebrating, you failed. You're celebrating being a loser. You're celebrating being someone who couldn't succeed. It's not something to celebrate.
Of the day, it's about self-love, which, by the way, self-love is just a euphemism for selfishness. It's complete and utter selfishness. It's believing in yourself above all else. And oh my gosh, when I was in my marriage, I realized I was taking care of everybody else. And then I needed to start taking care of myself. And the more I started taking care of myself, the more I became selfish, I realized that my marriage was over. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, because at the end of the day, that actually isn't what marriage or family is about at all. It's the exact opposite. It's
sacrifice, right? I don't know if that's what you're going to say, but I say that all the time, fam. Like, it's not about you. It's about the overall team. It's a team effort. I'm the coach. You could be a star player, but I'm the coach. It's a team.
Sacrificing, and I say this in the best way possible. When you are living that life for you, that is not happiness. It is not. Living for others is actually what happiness is. Living for your faith, that is true happiness. I mean, there is nothing better than the time that I spend invested in my children and invested in my husband. I never think of it as me separate from them, because you're in a union. You come together to become one. And at the moment that you're supposed to be one, and you start thinking yourselves as two.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. They too damn selfish. That's what it really is. They way too selfish. It's a team. It's no longer just you.
You can see why people take that easy option of divorce. It's the worst advice ever. When someone starts telling you to care about yourself and to care about self-love, what they are putting you on a path for is loneliness, because that's where it ends up. When you are all about yourself, then you need to be alone. And this is what happened in her marriage. This is what she's sharing. Now, I don't say this, by the way, to discount that obviously it takes two to tango. I am sure that she went through some really hard things in her marriage. I am not painting this as if her husband is perfect. I am definitively sure her husband is not. But this cannot be the...
He was a pretty good man. Definitely a good father, right? No complaints from her, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I think she said that she sees marriage as like a college, and she feels like she graduated.
Message that is out there and the message that is being applauded when a marriage fails. It is young women watching this, seeing this clip and thinking, I can do bad all by myself. And yeah, actually you can. You will do badly in life when you are all by yourself. You will not find happiness when you are only living for you. That's just not the way to do it. Yeah. There are tons of wonderful things about being in a union. And one of the things that's good about being in a union is that, it makes it a little easier to live when you're talking about just the expenses. That was like the best thing about coming together with my husband. I was like, yes, I have somebody who can.
Oh, well, I thought she's about to do an ad. It seemed like she's about to get in there. Ad placement is not like heavy handed to it. Like, she slips it right in. But it seemed like it was one, but it don't seem like she is going to get into it.
Help me with expenses and finances. And I think a lot of people are realizing that more than today, that you need a partner, especially in today's economic climate. When people are facing the challenges of managing monthly expenses, high credit card interest rates, people feel trapped in a cycle of debt with balances that seem to persist month after month. And there are a lot of people that are listening to the show that are probably only paying the minimum each month, which means that it could take years to become debt free. So do me a favor, reach out to American Financing. If that's you.
I was right. I should have went with my gut. Gotta trust your gut. I knew it. Shout out to Candace Owens, man. Go and check out her channel. I highly recommend it. I think she's dope as heck, fam. Super, super dope. She's independent and she's not with the system and the establishment. Now, hold on. Let me make sure my audio is not messing up. Or you can just get straight into the next topic.